Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. Ooh, so I've got a second fish straight away. Look at that. Nice. How's it going, Dead Soul? Ghost DK, Tony Truck, David W. Welcoming, guys. So, yeah, we are back on PV Rivers Remastered as usual for the final time this week. After all, it is Friday. Yay, it's weekend. And I'm on day 2 of my September year 6. So yes, it's great harvesting. Gotta love it. Really, really gotta love it. It's getting there. It is definitely getting there. I'm about a third of the way through, so yeah, I'm probably gonna be quite boring for today. Just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it needs to be done, unfortunately. The nice thing is I'm obviously using the enhanced vehicle mod for the keeping a straight line, so I can just set it to go. It's kind of nice, and then just unload it when it's getting full. But yeah, so this is the first load now filled on my trailer. So this is actually going to go to the winery first, and then the next load will go to obviously the juice factory, and I'm kind of alternating them between the two at the minute. So yes, hope you guys all had a great couple of days. And yes, here we go. Actually, I'm going to get on the action too if I can. It's going to allow me. I want to see how I do. There we go. But yeah, not a lot going on. Just got a few more fields I need to do some prep on. And apart from that, not a lot else is to be done in September. I might just have a quick run around some of the factories, check on.
Billy is a nuisance.
There.
He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Hey, Gamer Paul, how you doing? Yes. As much as I hate that sound clip, I love it. It's great, because, yeah, I'm still here. Yes, I am still here even after 2 weeks. So they must be on about another Billy, so I like it. Actually, I'm going to swing into Sam Adams in a minute, just to see how topped up that is. Yes, but yes, welcome in. So yeah, obviously if any of you guys got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask it during the stream. Obviously one of the things I've been doing over the last couple of days is trying to get a tanker. Hey Vortex, how you doing, buddy? Get a tanker basically to auto change the decal on the side, and I just cannot get it to work. It's freaking crazy. I have no idea how Winston's done it. I've gone through his cat pack, and yeah, I've set up the exact same way. I even borrowed a couple of his scripts from his mod, and I just cannot get it to work for anything. It's crazy. But Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, bless his cotton socks, was able to go in and create some nice new decal layers for me. So yes, I can show that off in a little while. I can make it selectable in the store. I just cannot at the minute get it to work with as soon as you actually add in a product. I'm going to keep trying and
hello there.
Eventually give up. No, I haven't heard from Dave lately. I'm not sure what's up. I know he's been dealing with a lot of real life stuff, so yes. Yes, it is silly warm at the minute, even here in the UK. We had up to, I think it was 29 yesterday. My computer system is currently showing, where is it, 27. Obviously it's, what, early evening now, so yeah, it's a cozy one, I think so. I've got some pallets I still need to pick up there. But yes. And I've got to figure out what's going on with these markers. They seem to just pop. They must have a really short clip distance. But yeah, I must get a flatbed over here to get them picked up at some point. Oh yeah, haven't heard from him at all. Hopefully he's doing okay. To be honest, I haven't even seen him in people's streams. I know he likes to lurk, bless him. But yeah, I haven't even seen his name popping up, so I'm guess things are progressing for him. Hopefully in the correct direction, as in getting a new place to live, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm sure when he is sorted out, he will probably be in touch anyway. So yeah, but yeah, keep him in your Oh, I need to check something. Yeah, keep him in your thoughts and prayers, guys. Yeah, not good. Let me just check something. That is. I think I can get away with that for now. Nice thing is, once you've done grass, you don't really need to do too much with it. Hey, Drifter and Farm Marks over on YouTube. How you guys doing today? But yeah, it's 30 now, and we got some thunder tomorrow. Oh, send some thunder our way. Yeah, we were actually meant to have some. Was it last Friday? It became a bit cloudy, but we never actually got nothing. It's like really. It's really. Come on! I like a good thunderstorm. Use beehive each field. Oh, do I do beehives on each field? Not really. The nice thing is, oh heck, I just realised. With the beehives, obviously the base game ones, not particularly the production ones that we have within the pack. Obviously they do have quite a large range. So yeah, if you've got any of the big ones, they can cover a fair area, to be all honest with you. Well, yeah, I've got a few down around where the main farm is. I do need to get some more down at some point. Let's see, so sorghum looks like it's empty. Oat, let me check them out. Oat is getting low, wheat is getting low, barley's fine, so that's okay. Okay. Might have to do a little trip over to get some over here. There we go. Yes. Well, yeah, if you're on about the other beehives that come in the pack, they don't actually do anything for the field. It's just basically a production. Obviously, they output the honey and the wax, which is nice. But yeah, they don't actually do anything for the fields. It's one thing we haven't been able to figure out yet, is how to get the base game bees, as it were, to output multiple products, so the wax and the honey, like our little mod does. But yeah, and what I think about it, the thunder shattered your greenhouse. Holy heck, that must have been some thunder then. I have never heard that ever been a thing, but blimey, either or the panes of glass were very short, thin. Yeah, if you guys don't follow Farm Marks, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow, guys. He is a great content creator. But yeah, these bees here, they don't actually do anything for your fields, so yeah, just bear that one in mind. But yeah, actually I should really put some more around this side, to be honest. I don't have the FS25, okay. But yeah, obviously if you're in 22 as well, for example, it worked exactly the same. So if you come into, oh, wrong one. Come into here, come down to here, construction. Obviously in the 22 under the animals there is bees as well. Obviously 25 we've got some funky ones. Obviously one thing you will need to do is make sure to put a hive down near to a field. Now I know in 22, the bigger the hive, the bigger the hit area for the field. So for example, if I was to put the down maybe one over here, it would probably hit most of the fields within this radius here. So these 4 fields. So I'd need to put one over there. I'd probably need to put one maybe over this side here. So yeah. But in addition to that, you would also need to put down the pallet spawner, because obviously what they'll do is certain flowering crops will get pollinated, so you get an additional yield, which is quite nice, by the way, guys, if you weren't aware. Yeah, obviously you put down one of these, and these will actually spawn your honey down. So that's the base game ones. So yeah, it's kind of a nice way of doing it. I can't remember the exact radius on these things, but it's kind of a cool little thing. I'm trying to think where I would probably situate this one. Maybe at the top here somewhere. Land's not owned. I own that, but I don't want to put it there. So yeah, just play around and you never know. You play 22? Okay, yeah, that is a good one. But yeah, same thing. Yeah, sunflower, anything that flowers. So potatoes, sunflowers. Oh heck! And also depending on what map you're on as well, thinking about it, because some map makers, like Mr. Dashnet, add in things like the flags. And I think there was a couple of others, but right now I cannot think of what back in 22 all got done. Peas, for example, they flower, so they should technically be pollinated as well to increase your yield. So yeah, but yeah, that was a field of sunflowers right there. Yeah, so obviously if I had a beehive nearby, actually let me put one down. It should increase the yield. Actually, I've got an idea where to put it. Um, Let me shove you somewhere over here, I think. Pop one right there. So hopefully that might hit all three of those fields. If not, I can always put another one down over here, for example. If I can find a spot that I own. Haha. Maybe on this corner? No, I don't want to put it there. I don't know, but yeah, just pop one fairly close to a group of fields and you should be good to go. Yes, there we go. So that was bees. That's the base game bees, Vortex. Yes, obviously, even like back in 22, 25, they still pollinate your flowering crops. So whatever crop flowers should get pollinated by the bees still. Actually, I wonder, is there something about the bees on the Giants website to say what it is? Definitely sunflowers. Definitely potatoes. Da, 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 da. Let's see if I can spot anything here. Beekeeping, would that be it? Here you go. Actually, I'll show you what I'm doing here rather than just jabbering on. So yeah, if you ever get stuck with something, obviously go over to the Farming Simulator website, go to the tutorials. So I'll show you. So up along across here, you got your tutorials. This is kind of like the Farming Simulator Academy, and also if you it helps, especially new people. But sometimes even those who have been playing the game for quite some time forget things, should we say? Vortex. But yeah, you just sort of scroll on through, and you can actually see various things about every crop that's in the game, plus the animals and such. So right here, so animal beekeeping. So does this tell you which? There you go. So pollination right there. So your plants will also benefit from the buzzers. Sunflowers, canola, potatoes. Is that it? Really? Uh, um, um, Earn a yield increase if you place a beehive near the fields. So yeah. Now, obviously, if we click on here, we'll just bring that up a bit. So depending on, obviously this is for the 22, so this would help you definitely Drifter over on YouTube, because obviously these are the ones that they use back over there. I think they've got similar ones, but obviously better visuals, I suppose is the best way to put it now. So depending on which size you go for, so for the smallest one right here, which is one Langstroth hive, whatever the heck that means, it will do up to 25 meters. Is that meters or miles? I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing meters. So that would have to be pretty close, placed right next to every field, really, in essence. If it's miles, then yeah, even better. But yeah, I think it's meters, if I remember rightly. Obviously, the bigger you go, so the next one goes up to 50 meters, 75 meters, 100 meters, and then off that top one, it's 150 meters for the 33, which is literally one I just put down. So yeah, that will cover, I'd say, a good 2 or 3 fields, depending on how spaced out they are. But yeah, put one down, and obviously you will get that pollination, and obviously, as a side profit, you do get honey out of it as well, which then can go into your productions and so on and so forth. But yeah, remember to put down your pallet station as well. If you're not using super strength, obviously you're going to need a tractor with a front loader and forks or something to lift them up. Obviously, one of the nice things is they've added in a beekeeper's outfit as well within the game, which is quite nice. And there you go. So yeah, then obviously you can sell it or wherever. But yeah, this I'm not sure about any of the new crops. Things like the peas and the beans. Obviously, I'm sure that they flower. So shouldn't they also be in the list for 25 at least? It could just be that these haven't been updated. I'm pretty sure there is something in the game that tells exactly what gets pollinated and what doesn't, but yay! Hey there, KW, how you doing? Let me get back to the game. There we go. That was very loud, never heard it that loud. Oh, it must be right over your head then, Gamer Paul, if you're still getting thunder there. Yikes. Plus, you have to put down the spawn point for... Yeah, exactly, yep. Yeah, get the spawn point down so you can collect the honey. Be back, have it done. Okay, Vortex. See you soon, hopefully, buddy. But yes, there we go. But yeah, the nice thing is there's no limitation where you place down that pallet spawner as well for the bees. You just need one down and you can cover the entire map with it. It's kind of cool and freaky weird. Don't know how it does it, but yeah, okay. But yeah, I wonder. FS25. I'm sure I've seen a document somewhere that talks about the bees. No, it's not that. Now, I'm sure they had additional crops being added in. Where would that be? Animals, wildlife, species. No. Facts. Beehives. Spawner. Let's look at you. Do you say? Nope. I'm sure I've seen something. I really have. I can't see it right now. I might have to go do some more digging. I hope it's one of those documents that they didn't actually delete in one of their updates. But no, my luck, it probably was. But yeah, if I can find out which crops in 25 actually get pollinated, in addition to what they had in 22, if any, I will let you guys know. But yeah, I'd be surprised if the peas and the green beans weren't added in there as well. I don't think... Even like cotton as well, obviously that's got a cotton flower, isn't it? I'm sure that's got a flower on there before the cotton actually grows. It's like, oh, yeah. Technically, all of the crops should have a flower in somewhere or other, I would have thought. But it is what it is. Right, so I was still quite full, so let's get this unloaded quickly. But yeah, as you can see, I'm actually, yeah, almost halfway through so far. I've been doing this since, oh heck, what time did I start doing this? About 2:30 this afternoon. And yeah, still going. But yeah, one of the things, like I said earlier, is one of the things I've been working on is trying to get a tanker with decals. So Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, bless his cotton socks, did this for me. He was actually able, to come in and add some decals onto you. So I've got the SGA logo front and back. I've left them visible permanently. I like it. I might actually have them selectable as well. But I've also taken what I have on my tanker configuration wise and I've added that in as well. So we've got the 32,000, the 64. I might add another couple for a higher capacity, but we'll get to that in a bit. But that's going to be there. It's at least there to start off with. But design wise, we'll get to it in just a sec. But yeah, you've got all of your full range of colours if you wanted to. So if you want a nice funky metallic red, you could do. Obviously, rims have been unlocked, so you can choose any colour you want. Actually, what I'll do, because I always go with the pink, let's go with a bit of pink there. Let's go with a bit of purple, because you know me, for test wise, I might see if I can add in a colour option for the frame as well, because I think it'd be quite nice to be able to change that as well, but I'll get to that later on. But yeah, design wise, obviously you've got default where basically no decals, but you can actually now go through and add in the 3M, which is obviously your glue factory. You got a board and dairy. I think I'm going to have to do some playing around with the decals though, because they are coming through a little bit blurry in game. But obviously they are on both sides, so I don't have to worry about showing you. But you got board and dairy, so I might look to see if I can find a more up-to-date image of that, where it can maybe scroll a little bit further across the whole thing. From there we got black diamond. Obviously that's not going to be used much, so I'm probably going to end up deactivating that one. But yeah, the image itself is a little bit crap, to be honest. We've got the shell, that's in there. That looks quite nice. So actually that would be nice with, I don't know, maybe yellow, something like that. Look at that, that's quite nice in it. And we'll stick the chromes back on there. Haha. So yeah, there we go. You got a nice shell tanker now, or will do. Actually, I'm kind of happy with the size as well that Green Thumb was able to get to. Going on, also we got the slurry tough transport, which isn't too bad. Southern water, so for transporting your water, you could literally have one set up for each of the different companies. So Southern water, you sort of want maybe a blue, for example. But yeah, the decal itself is looking a little bit weird. I'll have to have a little play around, but it's getting there. It's slowly getting there. Hey, Crywise, how you doing, buddy? Also we've got Roundup, which is obviously your weed killer. And then I've actually added in a couple of others. So Cogent, so this would be good for maybe your resin from your sawmills if you're transporting it. And then obviously the good old Pleasant Valley Landscaping, if you wanted just one for maybe fertilizer or something, I don't know. I might remove that one as well. That's a little bit naff picture-wise. It could just be where it is the image size is a little bit small and it just needs to be brought a little bit bigger. But yeah, then obviously if I got one for Mr. Dajnet as well. Actually, that's around about the same. Oh, that's not quite his colour, is it? I'm trying to think of his colour. Is it something like that? Select. Yeah, that's close. But yeah, what I'll probably end up doing is changing the Dajnet mods. This part maybe the Sim Game Alliance website, so it goes to our Trello. I don't think he's actually on all of them, is he? Facebook. Well, we do have the Facebook group still. Got his YouTube, Twitch. So yeah, they're all there actually. Twitter. Is he on Twitter? I have no idea thinking about it. But yeah, that one seems to have turned out quite well compared to the rest. So yeah, I'll have to have a little look, see if I can get some decent looking decals added. I might even add in one just for the SGA. So the square version of this one here. But yeah, once I got that, that can then be sent out to you guys to try out. But yeah, I just cannot get the option for them to automatically change when a different liquid is added into the trailers. I have no idea how Winston was able to do it. Obviously, like I said, I went in, I added in the same scripts that he was using. I've added in everything in the mod description, and then yeah, I just cannot get the freaking thing to work at all. It's weird. But I will try my best to get it working. If not, then you'll just have to put up with that as an option. There we go. But yeah, how is Mr. Crywise doing? There we go. And here we are. Let's turn you back on. Make sure you don't go in. There we go. There we go. G Winton, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Welcome back in. Yeah, how is life down under? Or New Zealand at least, not really down under, but yeah. It did that back in FS15 where they changed. Was this? Yeah, Gamer Paul. Basically, I've gone into Winston's cat pack. He's actually got a tanker that automatically changes a sign. There's one little sign in there that changes the decal to say whether it's water, whether it's liquid fertilizer, liquid manure, digestate, whatever it might be. It's got a little decal that automatically changes as soon as different product goes into it. And I've literally gone into the mod, I've copied everything that Winston did, right down to every dot, every cross T, you name it. And I just cannot get the thing to work. It does not seem to recognize it when it goes into the game. It's like, I have no idea. I really have no idea. But obviously the option that I know does work is obviously the way I've now got it set up, where it can be selectable within the actual shop, as it were. But yeah, Crywise is okay, thanks. Good, glad to hear it, buddy. I have seen you around in the odd stream here and there, and actually, if you guys weren't aware, Big Daddy is also live at the minute. Yes, I have seen the 3-year-old Grape Harvester, Farmer Marks. Yes, no, I'm okay. I like doing it this way. It's fine. That's a little bit too cheaty for me, but yeah. Oh, what was I going to say? Yeah, Big Daddy's doing some Fishing Planet at the minute, guys. If you weren't aware, he is. I'm hoping he's still live over there, but yeah, he's showing off a lot of the new pond, shall we say, that was released earlier this week. Actually, yes, he is still going good. I think he's still got about an hour, but yeah, obviously, if you do any fishing, make sure to go over and check him out, the Fishing Planet, because it is worth getting the knowledge, that's for sure. In a minute, not too bad. It's 4:30 AM. Holy crap, that's early. So that means that you're into Saturday morning then, Winton. Yeah, cool. Yeah. What's the lotto numbers or lottery numbers? Only kidding. I don't even do the lottery anymore. I've done it once or twice over the years, but yeah, never really got into it. My mum did it a little bit because of work. I know a lot of people do. Personally, I think it's a waste of time. But it's just me. Am I on the right screen? Yes, I am. Gameplay. Okay. Let's see. Did you seen that? Need a 50-row harvester. Hey, yeah. Nah, I'm okay. To be honest, this doesn't really take too long. The only reason that I started it, obviously, like I said, I started this at 2:30, but I did stop or pause the game for a good couple of hours to take a break, get something to eat, a drink, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's not really been that long to get half this field done. But the nice thing is also I'm using the enhanced vehicle mod to obviously keep the straight lines, and it also turns with this part right here. So the way I've got it set up is it's set to a 3-meter work width, and what I do, and I actually figured this out the last in-game year, is to set it to around about 10 meters after the field for turning. That gives it plenty of time to turn around and straighten up. See, if I do the control / there on the keypad, you can see right here 10 meters behind end of field. That behind end means it's after the end of the field. So yeah, set it like that and you should be good to go. But yeah, so far for me anyway, it's worked pretty perfectly. There's a couple of times I need to nudge it to the left or nudge it to the right, but overall it does stick to the rows perfectly for me. Obviously I don't use cosplay or anything else that makes life that a little bit easier. But yeah, I do have my little modded harvester. It's got a little bit higher capacity. So yeah, it's about what, 30,000 litres I think I've set it to. So I can get a fair bit of rows going before I need to unload, so it's nice. I haven't actually released this yet. I kind of wanted to put some colour into it, but never really got around to doing it. Is there any new mod manager from Dashnet for 25? Yes, over on his Trello, Gwynton. We have the SGA mod for the Switcher for 25. It's been redesigned a little bit. We go to desktop so I can show you. Trello. So yeah, if you go over to the SGA Trello, the link has just literally come up there. So if you click on that, I just want to keep an eye on this dude behind to make sure he's doing his job. Yep. Obviously, go to Dashnet mods right here. Click go to there, and then right at the top here is the mod for the Switcher by the SGA. Go figure. Which is just basically Power Tools or the mod for the Switcher from 22, but rebranded, made to look a little bit more pretty, shall we say. Yeah, download it, install it as previously. So you may need to unzip it. You could run it with as its zipped folder, pretty much the same as it was in 22. Obviously, once you've got it installed, you just set up in the same way, and it looks exactly like that. So you got all your funky buttons there. Just yeah. Obviously, for PV Rivers currently, once you've got your folders set up, if you want to do the updates, obviously make sure you got your folder there selected. Go to options and then just click on this, and this will download the current mods for PV Rivers Remastered. So it will take, if it's the first time, it will take a little while to do the download, so bear that one in mind. But yeah, just leave it. It may get hung up here on like the map, for example, but just leave it. It will come up with a little pop-up saying sync complete. Once that's done, close it down, then load up the game and you're good to go. Always takes a while. Yeah, exactly. Yes. But yeah, to be honest, the last update was update 12, and that was posted by me on the 30th of May. So yeah, there's not too much really going on now. Everything is pretty much here. The odd little update here, the odd little update there, but yeah, it's kind of cool. But yeah, you can use it with 25, any map really. There we go. Yeah, I think another 2 rows maybe, and I'll stop to unload. I'm not taking it to 100% because one of the times I found out is I got halfway down one row and I ended up having to back up half a row just to get the rest of it. But yeah, there we go. Obviously, while you're over on the Trello, obviously myself, Breatham Farmer, T Miller, and a few of the other guys, NBC Master Dad, do have mods for 25 as well. So make sure to check out everybody's Trello. One thing I will say is with Winston, actually I'm going to show it because a lot of people don't realise this. So Winston does have 2 Trellos set up, by the way, if you weren't aware. One for 22, one for 25. If we scroll down to the bottom, we've got Mr. Winston 9587 right there. If you click on there, you'll see right here, he has 2 links. FS22 mods by Winston is obviously his FS22 mods. And then you have FS25 mods by Winston. So make sure you click on the right game, okay? So if you come over to the FS25 mods, obviously he's got his air seeder there that Farmworks is a fan of. I'm pretty sure I've seen them using this, but I know quite a few people have been using Winston's class Lexion, even though it's not a class Lexion. Go figure. This thing, yeah, okay. It's kind of like the one that I did back in 22 that he converted. But yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff. But yeah, here, yeah, this one right here. So this tanker right here, right at the front, has a little decal that pops up and changes. I cannot get anything to work in the same way. I keep getting warnings and errors, and it just doesn't work. Or the decals will show up and they'll look all naff, in all honesty. If I can figure out how it's done, I will be so over the moon. But there we go. Let's just go pop over to YouTube. So Drifter says you can use the bale storage to hold the honey pallets. No. Well, the base game storage that Giants does, the object storage, yes, you can. If you're on a DashNet map, Bauer Logistics will also hold it. On my Trello, there is a couple of mods for 22 and for 25 that will also hold the honey pallets. Ooh, Mr. Don't Be Here is on a 25 stream streak. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. But actually, I can show these off. But yeah, if I could get this sorted out, I would love it to work properly. But I just cannot seem to do it. But if I come into here, for example, under productions, I need to get this moved at some point. But this particular mod is available for 22 and for 25. This right here is a small farm distribution storage. It's just basically a little shed. Obviously, the 22 version and this version both allow storing of honey pallets. There's also another one I've got as well. There's a green shed on my Trello that should hold honey pallets as well. It's just a little one. But these are great for putting down by your chicken pens, your sheep and your goats, for example. Like it. But yeah, honey, cow milk, goat milk, buffalo milk, eggs, and wool currently for 25. Oh yes, I need to get that put into my category at some point. I really do. Keep forgetting about it. Just download the mod for the switcher. We'll sort the rest out when I wake up. Okay, Quinton. Also, if you need any help, there is my YouTube video available. It's pretty much self-explanatory. If you've used the mod for the switcher before, it's just installed the same way. Obviously, I've currently got PV tools from FS19 still installed. I've got the mod for the switcher from 22 still installed. And obviously the mod for the switcher for 25 still installed, and they all work perfectly. They don't conflict with each other, so it's great. You don't have to get rid of them if you don't really want to. But that's just, oh, talking about 19 and 22, just a reminder guys, as of next Monday, I will be going back in time. Starting with PV County on next week. I will be running through the FS19-22 maps. So PV County, PV Uncharted, both in FS19. Then it'll be onto PV Wolf Creek and PV Canyon Crossing for FS22 for the second half of the week, or the month I should say, not the week. And probably ending up back on here at the last week of July. So yeah, that is going to be my plan for next week, or next month. Why do you keep saying next week? Next month. So yeah, if you've got any questions or you want to revisit those maps and see them again, you're more than welcome to tune in. I will try my best to remember as much as can about those maps. It's been a long time. To be honest, I do still remember a fair old bit, which is kind of crazy. Actually, that's nearly full, so as it's right here, I might as well unload this here. Go. But yes, PV County is going. I still haven't decided which. I'm thinking my second playthrough for PV County. I still haven't decided. I'm probably going with that one for sure, though. There we go. But what I might do is start off at least showing off the map in its full glory, because obviously I do have my original save game still, where all the bridges were built, all the factories were built, and yeah, I could show the whole lot off. And I think I've even got all of the mine tunnels cleared on that map, so yeah, it's going to be a fun one for sure. Your game crashed while... oh, blimey, Dead Soul, that is not good. Ooh, check your log, check your log. Should go all the way back to 15 and build a fairgrounds. I don't think so, Game of Ball. I don't even have FS15 or 17 installed on my computer. I do own them, I think. But yeah. Actually, that's a question. Good question. Do I actually have them installed? Menu, app. Oh, let's close that a sec. I know I've got them on Steam, so I could probably download them. No, yeah, FS19, FS22 and FS25 are installed. Obviously that's the Giants copies. Where's Steam in here? Steam, Python. Oh, I do have FS15 installed from Steam. Do I really want to go that far back? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know if I want to go that far back. Obviously, FS17 was when I really came into Farming Simulator, so I don't know if I'd go any further back, so yeah. Let Farmer Marks do FS15. Yeah! You're doing FS15 start tonight? Oh, nice, Farmer Marks. Ooh. In that case, let's give extra shout outs. Where is he? There's... yeah. So if you want to check out a little bit of FS15 action, definitely go over and check Farmer Marks out, guys. How you doing, Team Miller, by the way? And there is a shout out from Mr. T. Miller, much appreciated. And Dead Soul, by the way, thank you very much for the 10 stream streak, much appreciated. Hey, look over on YouTube. What farm sim is this? Well, this is some FS25 I'm currently playing there, Luke. And welcome in, by the way. But yeah, next month I will be planning on going back to FS19 and 22 Dashnet maps. But yes, I'm off to bed now. All right, good night, Mr. Gwynton. It's great to see you about again. Much appreciated for popping in, and hopefully we'll catch you again very, very soon. And never knew Farmer Marks even streamed till I don't take much. Really, Game Paul, really? Yeah, Farmer Marks started streaming properly, what, a couple of months ago, so yeah, he's already up. Well, the last time I knew it, he was up to year 17 on his playthrough. I'd imagine by now he's into, what, year 18 now on this particular map. But yeah, you can give him a follow. Oh, well done. Thank you very, very much there, buddy. Much appreciated. Yes, give him some support and love. Go back and build a and the big warehouse, dig your way into the mine. I don't know. I really don't know. A map I got from KW. If you will allow. Oh, okay. If not, you could always show off PV Rivers. The map and the mod pack are available over on Dajnet's Trello for FS15. Actually, that's something I need to sort out next week as well, thinking about it, is to make sure that I do have all of the mods installed off of the in-game mod hub as well for FS19 and 22. I'm pretty sure 22 should be fine, it's just the 19 ones. I'm sure the last time I loaded it up, it did say there was one or two mods missing, so I'm going to have to try and figure out which ones they are and try and get them back. If they're important, that is. But actually, oh, here you go. I'll give you guys an idea for those who may or may not remember that far back. I actually, on PV County, ran John Deere equipment on the main farm. I actually had that John Deere self-propelled sprayer back then. Yep, had a lot of John Deere equipment back then. So yeah. Yes, going back to FS19 next month. So starting on the 30th, that will be the first FS19 restream, as it were, I suppose. On PV County. Yeah, it's kind of, because obviously I've been seeing, the reason I want to go back. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Ooh. My dinner is coming back on me. Ugh. PVFS15 V2 was good as well, was it? Okay. Yeah, I've heard about those maps, but yeah, I've never actually seen them. I've kind of seen some PV Rivers for FS15. I think that was it Ali Bungo, I believe, was showing that off. Actually, it must have been around about the same time, or just after this map was actually released for 25. So yes. Well, yes. Nice. I have debated going back to county. I stopped midway, and you got a lot was up to. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, I know at the end of it, the nice thing is you no longer needed 100,000 liters of every product to build the bridges, for example. Obviously, Dajnet went through and made it like 25,000 liters, and you had those containers that we could use. Oh. Tried to get them working actually in 22. Now we couldn't get them to properly work. They always overwrote the base game pallets, because basically those containers that we had back in FS19, they were technically just a large pallet, and it's kind of crazy. That's on Dave's Trello as well, is it? Okay. Yeah, no idea. Actually, I have. To be honest, I posted most of the stuff over there, and I have no idea. But yeah, I know at least PV Rivers is over there. What is over there on Mr. Dajnet's Trello anyway? How we doing? 54. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, if you're not following Farmer Marks or Teamer, then make sure to click on the links, give them a follow. But yeah, if you weren't aware and you are wanting to maybe go back and revisit or even visit one of DashNet's old maps, they are all here. So FS22, they are here. So obviously you got PV County. No, PV Canyon Crossing, I should say, is right here. But then you have Wolf Creek. There is Volcano Island. And we need to get that moved actually over to NBC's Trello. Same with Underhill. But yeah, they're there as well. Going back to FS19, you do have the PV Tools version 3 right there. That's fine still. So if you are playing FS19, you can use that. It's exactly the same as the mod folder switcher that we currently use. A little bit older, but yeah, you've got PV County, which is the 16x final right there. Obviously, when you do this, you will need to make sure to get the map, the assets, and the mod pack. Obviously, with that mod pack, you will need to unzip it and move the mods within to your mod folder along with the map and the assets. If you do not have these assets, you will find that a lot of things will be showing up white and the map just looking completely crap. I had somebody message me, I think it was last week or the week before, saying they've loaded up the map, everything's white, what's going on, there's no textures here, there's no textures there. They were basically missing this and the mod pack, in all honesty. So yeah, make sure that you have all three of them downloaded and obviously unzip that last one there. But yeah, you've got your PV Uncharted 4X final version right there. You got PV Industries. If you like Industries, it's right there. Obviously, you got the Pleasant Valley, which is the 4X map, which is the center area of PV County. Obviously, that was originally its own map. That is up here as well. It was also on the in-game mod hub, but not as modded, shall we say? It didn't have Campbell's and Shell on that. But yeah, that is there as well. So not bad little map that, and I kind of like that with the little train going around it and stuff like that. If I knew how to convert a map, I'd probably work on that one first. But yeah, going back, obviously you got FS17, so you have your PV Industries for FS17. You have your Pleasant Valley version 3 right there. How's my little dude doing? He's fine. Scroll to the you then have your FS15 as well. So yeah, PV15 version 2, which is what obviously Gamer Poll was on about, is right there. Need to get a picture sorted out for that. And then the original PV Rivers right there. Now, one thing to remember, for anybody playing FS22 still, when we were doing Wolf Creek, I think it was, we actually created a mod pack to be used on non-SGA maps. They are both here still available for you guys to use. So if you're playing a non-PV map or non-SGA map, you can use the mods within on those maps as well. And hello, Mr. Shawnee. Thank you for the mega fart. Much appreciated. Welcome in. How is the fishing going, sir? But yes. But yeah. Obviously, I think it's in Mod Pack 1. There is a silo that adds in a lot of the much needed products needed for a lot of those factories. So make sure that they're all that is active. It's one by Darius Frost. And it adds in all the mining materials and stuff. So yes, fun, huh? But yes, we will be going back. Oh, look at that! Oh, nice one, Farmer. It's a treasure chest. Sweet. UTS gonna be doing it. Oh, is the game still crashing for you then, Shawnee? That seems to be quite prevalent at the minute for Fishing Planet. Hopefully they get that worked out soon. But yes. There we go. Stop that there a sec. And we'll get this unloaded. But yeah, I also put down an additional, if anybody wasn't aware, 2 orchards over here. So yeah, it's definite. I'm still struggling on 1 or 2 products I noticed. gonna have a look into it though. See if I can get things working a little bit better. Here we go. There we go. Get that unloaded there. Other than that, all good. Good. Glad to hear it. I will go back to play FS15 if I could find all the cheesy mods I had. Actually, there is a mod that was used, I think, in 15. It was an attachment that went onto like a trailer for loading your pallets and such into. That I have tried to convert, but I could never get the blinking thing to work as well. I got the base part where you connect onto the trailer working, or a truck, but I could never get the actual filling and all that working. It's weird. And the decals on the side. Box trailer, I think it was. I could never get that working properly either. It needs a better mind than me, I think, with some of this stuff. Actually, I just had a... Ooh, I wonder. I just had a crazy thought about something. Yeah. If you need any help, Gamer Paul, ask Farmer Marks, because he probably got every GT mod out there for every year. Yes, I didn't really do any. Yeah, obviously FS19 was the first farming simulator game that I actually started doing any form of modding in. It was simple things like capacities. That was about it. That was the extent of it. Obviously 22 is where it all started blossoming, and also I was able to get in and started working on like factories and all that from Dave. Ooh, a nice blue whale! Oh, that's pretty. So yes, is the drop thing still working? Yep, good. Let's see if I can get close. Come on, I still want to. I have not ever seen 100 yet on this thing. Come on. Oh, 514. That is ridiculous. But yes, but you can. Oh, actually, yeah, I can see light at the end of the tunnel. It's getting there. We're getting there. But yes. But yeah, I just wanted to, I don't know if he's lurking out there, but thank you very much, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. I know you're very busy, so don't comment if you don't want to. But yeah, thank you very much for helping me with those decals. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely look into seeing if I can. Oh, no! Go away! Go away! Oh, you're off today, yeah? Okay. Hi, Green Thumb. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I could not get that blinking thing to work to auto change when you add a product into the tanker. I have no idea how Winston's done it. I literally added in the same scripts that he was using. I've set it up the same way he did, and I just cannot get it to work at all. It's freaking annoying. That's all I can say. Yeah, the specialations. I can't talk today. Were in the mod description and everything. I literally copied it practically word for word. The only thing that was different was obviously the store items, really. But yeah, the whole thing was in there. I have no idea. I'm definitely missing something, that's for sure. I'm going to keep trying over the weekend. But at least for now, don't know if you've seen it earlier, I do have it in game, and I do have it as a option here. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, obviously I've got it selectable this way. I'm gonna, like I was saying, I'm gonna upgrade some of these decals. That's not too bad actually, but Boarding is a little bit blurry, so I'm guessing it needs a better image added onto that. But you've got the shell. That one isn't too bad, but this is a little bit funky. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Might have to get a new one. Southern Water, that's another one as well. It's just a little bit pixely. I think it's the best way to put it. They're very blurred, so yeah. FS Farmer, thank you very much for this sub over on YouTube. And welcome. And how you doing, buddy? Like 7, how's it going? Not going too bad, thanks. Much appreciated. But yeah, still working on it, trying to figure things out. But I did add in a couple. One for Cogent, so you may have one for the resin transport, for example, because that's more of a sawmill thing. And obviously I've added the PV landscaping in there like we had before, as well as one with DashNet, and that is, look at how clear that is compared to the rest. It's crazy. But yeah, I've left that there for the minute as default, but yeah, I'll keep working out. I'm sure I'm missing something over there. I will have to have a second look or a third look or even fifth look and see if I had missed anything. But yeah, I had all the specializations in there. It had the Lua scripts were in there, so it's just crazy. There's nothing in there. The UAL that makes the there's nothing in the Lua that makes it special. T Miller, thank you very much for the T-Rex roar there. No, the only thing I did notice is the actual trailer type in the cat was different. So if you go into the XML, you got right at the top, don't you? You have the type of vehicle it is. That was the only difference. But whenever I change it myself to match what Winston had, it threw tons and tons of warnings for that. It didn't recognize the type, this, that, yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on with it. But yeah. I'll keep trying and trying and trying. And if I can get it to work, it would be absolutely amazing. It really would be. Yeah, it needs to match. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. I had specializations. I had, oh crap, what was it? Where did I put that thing? Where did I put it? I literally copied the whole thing from Winston's onto mine, and it wouldn't work. I don't know. There is something in there. So yeah, tanker or fuel. Yeah, I had that in both. It didn't recognize it at all. There's something I definitely missed there. So. I really don't know. So that is the vehicle type. Yes. Yeah, I had that in the mod description being added. I had it in the XML, and yeah, didn't like it. Wouldn't even load the mod in game. Yeah, also one of the things as well I did notice is occasionally, when it did load in, all of these decals that are on the side here would come through. Not looking quite right as well. It was like they were literally overlapping, but they were all black, but only one would show correctly. And there's, yeah, just not right on the side. But yeah, I'm going to keep trying. I will keep trying, and I will determined to get it to work one way or another. Whether you have it the way it is now, or where it can be automatically changed when a liquid goes in there. How did you get partner? I've got 1,500 subs, and Giants now says 2,000 needed on YouTube. So I actually live stream over on Twitch, FS Farmer. Before they made the change, it was actually half. So you only needed to have 1,000 points, I think it was, for that. So it wasn't as hard for me, shall we say, or 1,500 I think it was, points in total. Yeah, now they've doubled that. It's like crazy. yeah, you need to get to like 1,000 sub. But yeah, obviously, depending on what platform you are streaming on or working on, Twitch you usually get 2 points per sub or per follow. Over on YouTube, you get 1 point per sub. There is a couple of others from what I remember that get mentioned, but I don't really touch them. But yeah, if you're a modder, for example, for every mod that you put out on the mod hub, download-wise, I think you get a point as well. So there's different ways you could do it. So yeah, if you stream over on primarily on YouTube, you could think of maybe looking at coming over to Twitch as well. There's that option. One thing I will say as well, be very careful when you're doing Twitch and Kick together. With the latest Twitch, what's the best way to put it? I can't think of how to put it. But they've added in some new guidelines, I suppose, for streamers who primarily do multi-streams. So I think with me being on Twitch and YouTube, I'm okay. But those who have been also streaming over to Kick have been getting warnings as well as bans from Twitch.
Darkness, my old friend.
Giono! How you doing, buddy, by the way? And thank you very much for the Hello Darkness and the 10 biddies. Much appreciated. It should be showing. Yeah, in this store it doesn't actually show the decals, Green Thumb. It's only once you start adding in the liquids, it starts showing the decal. It's just a little decal on the tank. But yeah, if you actually go over to the Giants website, I believe it is, the Farming Simulator website for partners and stuff, it actually states what you need and where you can earn your points at. So yeah, if you wanted to do Twitch, yeah, definitely go for it. Yes. But yeah, one of the big things is, yeah, right now is Twitch has been clamping down on, especially people who are streaming over on Kick. They're fining them, they're warning them, they're banning them from streaming. So yeah, if you're a Kick streamer streaming to Twitch and Kick and YouTube and all that at the same time, be very careful. So yes. Yeah. It's a weird... but yeah, obviously my tanker was showing all the decals weird, so it's kind of strange. Actually, I'm gonna... Let me grab it a sec, hang on, because it's gonna be easier to show... Hopefully, if I can find the bugger again. There. Farming Simulator 25 cat pack. Copy. Because I can show you exactly what I want then. Let's close that. Let me save that again. We're just going to do a quick reload, guys, just to show you guys what I want, basically, this tanker to do. But yeah, it's kind of a... It's killing my head, to be honest. It's actually... There's a script that was, I think, back in FS19, converted to 22, then to 25 by Mr. Winston to get this to work, which obviously I've added it into my tanker. I actually had it all pretty much exactly the same from what I can see as what he has. But if I come down to here, I think, yeah, easy tabs there, cool. This is probably going to be the easiest way to show you visually what I want it to basically do. Well, if you do get to 2,000, that'd be, well, congratulations when you do get there in a month. Nice. But yes, I've been kind of very, very honoured as well by the Farming Simulator community as well, FS Farmer. Not only did I make Giants partner at the beginning of FS22, it might be the end of FS19, beginning of 22 anyway. Um, in FS25, these boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whatever, they decide to class themselves as. Sorry. Also got me up to bronze level, so I'm actually a bronze partner for Giants now. So yay! I get early access to things. But yeah, so let me see. So come into here. We'll grab. Yeah, we'll grab that one. So obviously, as you can see right there, they're all perfectly fine. So if I lease this a sec, I've got a truck over there already. I can show this on. The only problem is I've got to come into here to go over there. There we go. Into that. So, oh, does anybody spot a problem with this tanker, by the way? Does anybody spot what I see? Do you see what I see? It's yellow. No, not the colour. No. Look on the ground. Look at the vehicles around. What do the vehicles have that the tanker doesn't? Do you see it? I'll give you guys a second. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I tend to stream 3 times a week, FS Farmer. Monday, Wednesday and Friday. If I can help out, I will try. I really will. No shadows, exactly. Wonder if anybody's mentioned that to Winston. But yeah, so what I basically am after is if I come into here and just try and find a decent angle. Yeah, I think I might get away with this. So if you look in this here, right here, when I click fill, you'll see this decal pop straight up. This is basically what I want. So when water goes into the tanker, I want my tanker to have like the southern, and this. Turn off, turn off. Oh yeah, I've got. Hang on a sec. Engine thingy bob. Crop destruction. There. That's what I want. So yeah, this is what I basically want. Is this little decal to show on the side of my tanker when you change the product. So obviously you've got the little water droplet right there. Obviously if we go to say milk, for example, that will then change to a milk decal. So obviously I would want to have say Borden Dairy on the side. This is what I am trying to figure out, and I cannot seem to get the bleeding thing to work. Slurry. Obviously I'd want to have like that on the side, the slurry. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Slurry fill or something like that. I think Dajnet's got. So basically, for each product that goes into the tanker, I want it to automatically register on the side a specific decal. So yeah, that is basically what I want. And as you can see, herbicide. It's got a little herbicide symbol there. Buffalo milk. Obviously, it's got the milk symbol back there. This is literally what I want. And I cannot seem to figure out how in the heck it's doing it. It's also got it on the back here as well. Right now I am stumped. But yeah, in addition, this tanker also doesn't have any shadowing. Cast shadow added to any of it. Well, maybe some of it, but not all of it. But yeah, that's what I want. I want that little decal, but on the side, along the sides of things. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Actually, I wonder if I can get it better there. So yeah, there we go. So if you focus on that right there. So let's go back to walls there. You can see it literally changed to walls, a little water droplet. I'm not sure why DEF being here, but yeah, that's in here. Diesel exhaust fuel stuff. Fluid, milk. Yeah, that is literally what I want. Yeah. Yes. I just got to figure out how to get this onto my tanker so it works properly. But yeah, there's something I'm missing. Oh, it's crazy. It really is. It really, really is crazy. Uh, I will figure it out. I swear, I will figure it out. So don't worry. Even if I end up having to rip all of the last few strands of hair in my head out. I'm kind of getting like Homer Simpson. I've only got a few left, so they're precious to me. But yeah. But yeah, if anybody's actually seen a picture of me, I tend to have short hair anyway. So, but yeah. I figured out the problem with my. Oh yeah, if you want Team Miller, send me that over, and I can always have a little look. I'm kind of thinking maybe the spawners are in the wrong node, possibly. I'm not quite sure. But I'm glad Mr. Jono is doing good. But yeah, at least a lot of you guys figured it out there. The shadows, yes. Might have to message Mr. Winston to let him know to check those off. Actually, I haven't seen or heard from Mr. Winston in quite a while, in all honesty. I think he's been a little bit busy with his other little friend. Actually, while I think about it, um, oh, FS Minor actually mentioned that he's been helping him out with a few things in one of his videos. I noticed there was it last week when I was looking at things. Yeah, he mentioned Winston's name, so I think some of his stuff could potentially in the future become compatible with Terraform. Oh crap, I haven't got my bike over here. Oh, dang it. It's going to be a long walk back. I'm sorry, guys. Come on. Actually, it's not too far of a walk, so that's kind of fine. But what I can do is run multiplier on to just a little bit of a jog. There we go. But yeah, that is one of the little things I've kind of been wanting to figure out since FS22, in all honesty, that tanker decal thing. And I just haven't been able to get the freaking thing to work. It's weird. It really, really is weird. Actually, what I should do, to show off the little bit of the map here, we'll go into flight mode, we'll turn that on, and we'll go up. So yeah, the map in general hasn't really changed. Obviously the animals still up here. Of course I've got my cows, in that pen there, water buffaloes, pigs, goats, sheep. I'm kind of debating whether we need to put more in, but I would love, I want, and I don't know if there's any been released yet, but little sheds for my piggies to go in so I can put some down, like decoration wise, within my pen area. Does anybody know if anybody's released anything like that? If not, I can always grab some from 22 and I'll do my own little mod pack. That's fine, that's fine. While I'm here... Oh, go away. Let's see. Info trigger is still working. Good. Trigger still works. Yay! Okay. Yeah, so that issue I had the other day is finally gone. I don't think... But yeah, I would love for the revamp mod to come back so we can start getting things like palette visuals back into these and make these factories buildable again. Board and Dairy, yes. I might be stealing that logo again. Because, yes. Yeah. I got a feeling that that's a slightly bigger logo than what's on the tanker, so I might be using that one if it works fine. My roller coaster is slowly getting there. All of the rails are now in place. From what I'm guessing, it's just really the sign up here to get finished off, and I think I'll be able to then jump on and give this thing a ride. So yeah, it's definitely coming on. Most of that came on just overnight, so I am definitely happy. I do need to get into my poplar field at some point, get some fertilizer on there, get some lime on there. I'm not going to worry about the ploughing part because it's poplar and it regrows. Right, let's come down. Let's turn that off. But yeah, the map is definitely coming on quite nicely. For me anyway. I'm liking it. Ah, fudge. I'm going to set all this up again. Right, so 3 on the white. We want you to auto turn at the end, and I want it to be behind, there we go. 10 behind. Okay. That's locked in, and go! Actually, when I get to the end of this row, I will get this unloaded because I don't think I'm going to be able to get down and back up with it, which is one thing. It's a cloudy day over a trailer. It might be that, but it still should, from what I understand, cast shadows. So it's kind of... Oh, fudge monkey's the wrong way. I need to make sure what side it's going on, that would help. So this needs to go to -2. There, okay. There we go. That'll be fine. It's going to be unloaded. Yeah, this probably load will be going up to the wine factory to get that going as well. Then anything that's left over will probably be going into the juice factory. Can't try and keep them even, really. Anything left over then goes into storage. There we go. The farmer has given me a hint to try. Okay. But yeah, if you ever need help, just send it on over to T Miller and we can get it figured out. You think you've seen something in a deco pack on WhatsApp, but can't remember which one. Okay. I think that was about the tires on the trailer. Kids laugh uncontrollably. Ha ha ha. Okay. Actually, what I'll do, might as well go take this over now. Oh, that's a point. I should be using my... I didn't even realise this, but certain buttons on my joystick work with certain things. I can't remember which ones it was, but I was messing around with... what was I doing the other day? I can't remember now. But yeah, which one was it? But yeah, I found out that my F1 and F2 button on my joystick actually control things within the game. It's weird. It's like to do with unloading or something. I can't remember now. I was kind of curious, and if any of them opened the trailer. I know some of them open up the menus and stuff, but yeah. Don't want to be doing that right now, do I? Oh, there we go. So, yeah. So right now, I'm holding down the lower trigger button and then hitting the F2, and it's opening and closing the cover. I didn't even know that happened. Crazy. The things you learn, it's mental when you're just messing around with things. It might be when I was doing the tree cutting, and there was a few buttons I could hit for it to do different things. Weird. But yes, I'm gonna have to start making notes of all these buttons I keep finding. So to open cover, hold trigger, the lower trigger, and F2 is. Okay. I have to figure out which one is the unload. I think it's like the pipe out or something was like the upper middle button on my joystick. It's crazy. Hey Sim Game Matt! Long time no see, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, the nice thing is I don't actually need a keyboard for a lot of things I found out, because they're either mapped to my wheel now, or default onto the joystick. It's crazy. So the only thing I really use the keyboard for now is setting up the enhanced vehicle thing. Living as best as I can. Oh, well that's the main thing. At least you are alive. That is the main thing. I did see that you were in with Mr. Dajjal Crew the other day. In Discord, yakking away to him. Oh, that's another thing I did as well. Just at the top of this cornfield, I added a little road going straight across, right on, go all the way down the bottom and back up. So a little thing, but yep, it's something. But yeah, I'm guessing next month. Oh, I wonder which one would it be. Okay, yeah. So going on the right side here. Obviously, I've got the little buttons. Obviously, one kicks me out, which is crazy. I can use my joystick to go forward and back. If I hold down that lower button, trigger button, I can sprint. So the escape button on the keyboard, that is my next button down, so I can go into there anytime I want. My F1 menu is the next button there, coming closer. What else have we got here? Not quite sure what the upper button is, but the middle button is for the store. Got the map right there. Still not quite sure what that one's doing. That one. Okay, that's a new one. I figured out. So when I'm in a vehicle, if I hold, press the right upper inner button, not quite sure which number it is though. Right 5, I think that is. It opens up the hard helper menu, so interesting. Right, that's for that. But yeah, it's kind of cute. Yeah, if you ever guys get a wheel or a joystick, for example, play around with some of the buttons. Find out what they're doing when you first get it. There we go. Maybe make a note of what each one does as well, just so you are aware. Obviously, I've got the little joystick on the joystick. I don't know what it's called. Obviously, that controls the camera direction. Obviously, I can click that, click in. If I want to, I can scroll in and out. But yeah, it's kind of crazy some of the stuff that this can do. Aye. But yeah, having a wheel and a joystick to remember everything is crazy. Oh, excuse me. It's weird. be getting lots of sleep now that my daughter isn't in school, because we've been getting up at like 9, half past 9 in the morning. It was bliss. I'm feeling a lot more refreshed and that, but when evening comes, it's crazy. I just get tired. It really is crazy. And I honestly hope that Big Daddy doesn't raid over, because in like, oh, let's see, half an hour I'll be disappearing myself. I have a few jobs to get done. I've got a delivery due. I have my pet snake I've got to get fed. It's crazy. I'm hoping he goes to somebody else, that's all I can say. But this, I'm just going to have a quick look to see who is out there. 7 days, Warzone. There. Maybe. If he's still going, I might go over to Big Daddy, but there is somebody else there streaming. He's actually a console player who streams. So I might go over and see. Hey, Mr. Jers, how you doing, buddy? Well, yeah, I also found my little computer fan as well. I was mentioning the other day that I need to try and find it. And yeah, I finally found it buried in the back of my cupboard. It's got a little fan that I can plug into my computer, and it just blows me some cool air. So I'm staying nice and cool in this warm weather. Right, there, yeah. Any else around here somewhere? There we go. There we are. Get that unloaded. How's that doing? Pumping away. It's got plenty of yeast, sugar, barrels, pallets in there. Yep, good. Good. There we go. But yeah, next week obviously we will be into what, October. So hopefully the rest of the harvesting should, or at least some more harvesting should be good to go. Before the end of this in-game day, I do need to get over to my spinach field to get that ploughed up, ready for next year. I think I've still got some stones to pick up on a field of potatoes that I had. Apart from that, it's just really getting in at some point to get some more oilseed radish planted. And I want to see if that February thing actually works or not. So if you weren't aware, with precision farming, I mentioned this or read this out the other day, is with precision farming you can use oilseed radish to get an additional it's not yield, what do you call it, a government subsidy payment for using it. From what I read though, it does not act as a fertilizer layer within the game, which is kind of crazy, because that's what I thought it was meant to be, a green fertilizer. It doesn't seem to work for me. So yes. So it's kind of, I don't know, I'm gonna actually ask, what I might do is message like Giants to see if that is meant to actually give you a fertilizer layer or not, because it never did for me anyway. Might have to do some testing on base game maps to see if that works. Maybe something has to be adjusted within modded maps to get that to work, I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of weird. It is very, very weird. Well, we'll get these things sorted out. Little things here, little things there, just to iron out. But overall, I think the map is doing pretty well. I am definitely enjoying playing it. I have no intention of going to any other map yet. Now the thing is, could I play this map for 3 years? That's another thing. If Mr. Dave doesn't come back, I'm going to be yeah, I think forced to actually get into the editor and start actually creating my own map. Yes. Ooh, I'm trying to put myself off doing that yet, so because if I start doing a map, then I'm going to start losing time on doing this. Yeah, I don't want to do that yet. Oh, while I'm here, I want to see how this is getting on. My little grain elevator is getting there. It's slowly getting there. It's looking a little bit newer. It's not quite there yet. I do need to get some planks, long planks, and prefab walls brought over here. I wonder if I've got any in storage. Planks, long planks, and prefab walls. Ooh, am I actually producing any? It's coming to... Actually, the best place probably might be here. Planks, prefab walls, prefabs. P, not P, yeah. Planks. Alright, so planks, long planks. Okay, so somewhere out there, I do have planks and long planks. View at station, storage. Okay, so I've got some of them out, okay. I got, okay. I'm wondering if some of these ones that are showing as pallet, that's probably going to be my Elm Creek sawmill that I got up on the hill. Okay. What was that? Oh, pickle. Nice. Prefab walls. Oh, I do have prefab walls. Oh, ooh, it's got a good price as well. Ooh. We might be taking a bit of a break a minute. 12. Oh, no. Oh, I do. Show storage. Barrel logistics, so there's 14 pallets. Okay, we're taking a little bit of a break. We're going to take a slight detour. I'll get back to doing the grapes later. They're not going anywhere. We're going to go grab some planks, long planks, and prefab walls. Let me just make a little note of that. Pen and paper, because normally I will forget that by the time I get over there. And I'll be jumping back and forth. There we go, so planks, 4,001, so we'll say 5 pallets of that, long planks. That one needs 4 for the minute, and prefab walls, 12 pallets, okay. Right then. Yeah, so what we'll do is I'll go grab the prefab walls first of all, at Barrel Logistics, then we will run up to the sawmill and grab them from there. Hey Ray, how you doing, buddy? Finally decided to get FS25. How's it going? Got PB Rivers going. Looks good so far. Yeah, not doing too bad, thanks. Not too bad. Yeah, FS25 is doing pretty well. It's got a few bugs, but overall, I am very, very happy with it. In all honesty, yeah, PB Rivers Remastered by Mr. Dajnet is a great map. Obviously, I like a lot of people who are playing it now, didn't really get a chance to play it back in FS15 when he released the original PV Rivers. But being able to get in on 25 and play it, I am definitely enjoying it. I will say that. It's definitely in my top 5 maps I've played in Farming Simulator, so that's saying something. Obviously, PV County's up there. Uncharted is probably at 5. I'd put this around about 3. County and Canyon Crossing are like 1 and 2. I haven't quite decided which one's 1, which one's 2 yet. So yeah, Definitely like it, and obviously Wolf Creek is another one as well I played. That's probably at 6, but what I would say is the 4X Pleasant Valley map that Dajnet did, the modded version, is a pretty good one. Obviously he, like most people know, he used that map and had it in the centre of PV County. Yes, that was a pretty good map to play with as well. You had the trains that you could use. So yeah. But yes, that is going to be... Oh, I have... Worst thing is I actually got a couple of 100 hours on that map in all honesty. Back in FS19, because I took a break from County for a little while. And I was playing that one for a little bit of time. And yeah, I actually enjoyed it a lot. Oh yeah, let's part this up here. I wish I still had saved game. I think I actually lost it with one of my old laptops. It's a pain. Pop that there a sec. Let's grab the curtain side and a truck. Oh crap! Big Daddy, welcome in with the party of 44. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everybody. Tibetan monk, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, unfortunately I'm not fishing, but for anybody who is not following Mr. Big Daddy, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. I am doing pretty good. I'm trying to focus on reversing this thing. It's crazy. But yeah, welcome in. Obviously, for those who are just joining, I am Billy Alpaca 78. I kind of do a little bit of modding on the side, shall we say, but I tend to try and play as much as I can. I'm getting better. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We've got to get there. We've got to get there. Yeah, there we go. One of the things I am trying to learn is to back up in cab, and it's not easy with some of these buildings. But yes, it's getting there. Yeah, you probably did hear me, T Miller. I was kind of hoping you were going to go for a little bit later. Oh, if you've got it working, Green Thumb, I will kill you. Oh. But yes, welcome in. We are actually playing on a Dashnet map called PV Rivers Remastered. It's actually the 10-year anniversary release for the original PV Rivers map. It's a 4X size map in Farming Simulator 25. And yes, I helped Mr. Dave do a lot of the factories. So for those who haven't seen this before, that's the map. It's a 4X map. So take a base game map, times it by 4. So quarter of this is a base game map. So good size, nice sized fields, stuff like that. Definitely enjoy it with all the extra productions and such in here. So yes, we're actually looking for some prefab walls. So let's get this open. We'll get this active once this is there. Mr. Big Daddy, thank you very much for the 8-month resub. Much appreciated, buddy. Well, yeah, hopefully your stream was good. I know I was actually looking through the majority of it. Let's see. We wanted prefab walls, wasn't it? You picked me off there. But yeah, I'm actually going to be going for about... Whoa, what the heck? Jodo, thank you very much for the crash. I need to find that. Because that's kind of a cool one. But yeah, we're actually just working on getting the grain elevator sorted out on some more products. Got to try and find the prefab walls in here. Prefab walls, we want 12 of, so 10, 11, 12. We'll select that. Okay, so we're going to be coming back for some of this. Just taking a little bit of a break actually from doing Grape work. Actually, let's close that curtain up. There we go. But yeah, we're taking a little bit of a detour and doing something different for a change. There we go. But yeah, if you're not following Big Daddy, make sure to go over and check him out. He is doing a lot of Fishing Planet at the minute. But yes. And who knows, you may even catch him when he does a giveaway, so you may end up getting a freebie. And while I think about it, where is it? Yes, crashed up. I seen something else, but I can't think of where it was now. Oh yes. Hopefully everybody had a great time over in Big Daddy's stream. And yay! There we go. We're just going to go around there, going around there. But yeah, one of the big things oh, let me see what Green Thumb sent quickly. Oh, actually, what I can do is hire a helper. See if we can get this to work. Go to grain elevator. I think right about there. And go. Hopefully, you should kick it in just a sec. Seems to be working now. Need to do some. Oh well, okay, Timo, you got it working good. Cool. Dang you, Green Thumb. Dang you. Yeah, okay, so I've definitely missed something in there. But how come yours looks so clear compared to mine? Mine look very, a bit blurrier. Mind you, board looks a little bit naff, but okay. I shall definitely have to have a look at that again. Oh, you're Oh, gotcha, Haywood Industries. Gotcha. No, don't send it to me yet. Let me see if I can figure the freaking thing out, cause yes. I must have definitely missed something there, because yeah, I literally added in the Lewis scripting. I've added all the stuff into the mod description that he had. Obviously had the different type of trailer, and yeah, it didn't work. But yeah, I'll have a look. I'll play over the weekend. If I can get it to work, I'll be great. I probably just missed one thing. That's probably all it is. And I'm trying to figure out what this dude is doing, because he should have gone via the road. But he's decided to come across a harvested spinach field. Weird. Ah, ooh, nice. Somebody got a. Oh, was that? Dead Soul got a nice little shark there. Nice. But yes. Obviously, oh, Ray is Haywood Industries. Gotcha. Toot, what are you tooting for? Oh, that's you. Oh, I haven't seen the car before. That's a new one. Interesting. But yeah, if anybody just joining, yep, I do have lurk bait available. Exclamation mark fish in chat will get you in on that one, as well as exclamation mark drop will also give you another little something, a little parachute game to play around with, just like that. Also, if you add in a emote as well, you could have that coming down. So, but yeah, there is an actual a little competition type thing going on at the minute for lurk bait. Whoever is at the top of the leaderboard will be getting a Steam gift card at the end of the month. So yeah, remember that. Oh, I do like that one, Farmer Marks, the little dancing bear thing. I haven't actually looked in about a week at who was at the top, and yes, I hope it's not going to be the same person again. Let's put it that way. Hey Hector, how you doing, buddy? Yes. Okay, so he did make it, so that's one thing. Personally, I would have preferred him to actually go around the road and, yeah, do it that way. But anywho, so we have, what is it, 12 prefab balls to drop off. So, oh, look at that ka-ching. Nice bit of money there. Here we go. Now, out of interest, so this is one of the things I'm trying to get working a little bit more. Is the AI helper. Now, I don't know how he's going to react with regards to this bridge, but I want him to come all the way over to here. Come on, you know you want to. Nope, see, this is... played up again. The other day, this was perfectly fine. It actually went over the bridge. Even this morning, it was going over that bridge, but for some reason, it might be the distance. It just does not seem to like it at all. But well done, by the way, Dead Soul, on getting that 47.86. Nice. Obviously, I don't mind doing some of the driving myself, but it'd be nice to actually be able to get the AI helpers to work flawlessly every freaking time. But yes, it is what it is. Unfortunately. But yeah, to be honest, I actually got my motorbike to go from my house to the vehicle shop perfectly fine. So that was going over that bridge, not an issue. I got it to go over the Bascule Bridge, no problem. However, when it got to the next two bridges, which is heading over towards the island to where the grapes are, because obviously I was doing a little test while I was actually riding it, it decided it was going to get to the first of the two lift bridges. And yeah, it decided it was going to do some donuts and then headed off in the opposite direction. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, something funky is definitely still going on with the AI helpers when it comes to some of the bridges. I honestly don't know. Definitely one weird thing after another. One nice thing is the prefabs don't actually get used for anything else, so this is going to make life a little bit easier. I should really get some more being made, shouldn't I? I kind of turned them off because I wasn't really using them. There we go. I think around about there should be good. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So just those last two in just a bit. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a trailer back that allows loading of more pallets so it doesn't affect your frame rates again. So, Hispano-Moran, hurry up! I want your containers back. Well, actually, that kind of gave me an idea. Literally, just during the stream there, I kind of had a thought about the liquid tanker, the way that loads, and having that loading a pallet item. I think it could be worked in that way. So have to play around. Sim Game Matt coming in with a mega fart. Thank you very much for that. It can be done with the same way. Yeah. So that's weird because I've even tried to get that to work on something else, and I couldn't get that to work. I honestly don't know. I keep missing something. The way the bank truck works, I couldn't get work on anything else. I was trying to basically set up a trailer where it had some palette visuals. But obviously, with the triggers and everything were in there, I even had everything set up and it just wouldn't work for me either, so yeah. My brain just isn't working correctly for some weird reason, and it is base game, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, something in my brain just isn't quite twigging on what's gone wrong. It's crazy. But yeah, we're going to go on the roadway this time, by the way. you haven't gathered. Thankfully it's not too far to drive, so it's a little bit easier this way. I like this way. But yes, I will definitely sit down over the weekend, and or even tonight actually. If I can get it working tonight, I'll be so happy. I really will, really will be. There we go. But as you've got yours working, Green Thumb, you could technically change those decals to something else and get it working. And out there for peeps. If you really wanted to. 1, 2, 3, that's about right. Yep, that's fine. There we go, so we just need 2 more of them. And what we'll do is we'll grab the planks and long planks at the same time. Yeah, this way is a lot easier. Oh my goodness, somebody's got a diamond, Mr. Dead Soul, nice one. Yes, keep fishing, Dead Soul, keep fishing. You need to beat somebody this month. Yeah, it's too longer to make it a mod than to add the yeah. All right, Mr. Jez, catch you later, buddy. Yeah, actually, I'll be jumping off in around about 4 minutes. I do have real life, unfortunately, stuff to get on and do, but yeah, as usual. But yes, joy. I keep trying pestering my wife to see if she'd let me to do that extra hour. Nothing yet, but you never know. Maybe one of these days. But yes, stop fishing, Farmer Marks. Stop fishing. But yes, I'll get there. I will definitely. I'll get there. So I was just thinking between those 2 fields there. I could actually run another road straight up there. Might be easier. Then go all the way down to the bottom and that. I have to look into that. Yes, fun. Here we go. Yes, I got a feeling that I'm going to be bashing my head all weekend trying to get that tanker to work. No. Yes, I'm going to punish myself by not doing any 7 days to die. That could be the issue as well. I keep getting distracted with zombies. Actually, I did get because obviously I did a restart when they released the 2.0, and I've already got through to day this day 7 horde done and dusted. I survived. I am happy with that. There's that one. Let's see if we can get this last one over here. 2. There we go. Get that closed up. And then what we'll do is we'll go grab the planks, long planks from the upper Elm Creek sawmill quickly. 5 and a 4. Actually, what I should do. I was just thinking that I need something up there for separating the pallets. Oh, can we tele? No. I think I actually got rid of my forks. I can't remember up there now. Go back to base game tanker. Getting. Yeah. I will figure it out. Don't worry. I will figure it out by hook or crook. That's the thing. Doing simple things like a decal, for example, onto it, where it's selectable, easy. When it starts adding in specializations into stuff, that's where I start having the issues. But yeah, I will figure it out, don't you worry. I will definitely have a good look. And yeah, if in the next few hours I message you saying, woohoo, you'll know what it is, Green Thumb. Yes. Anywho. Yeah, so you might have a surprise on Monday. That's all I can say. Peeps. If I can get that freaking thing to work. But yeah, let's go grab these last little bits and we'll get this dropped off and then we'll call it there, I think, for today. Obviously, I'm going to be focusing a lot on getting the rest of the grapes done over the weekend. I do need to get into... Actually, the grass field thing's going to be fine in all honesty. But I want to check on a few other factories around the map to make sure that they've got products in them. I believe that one should be fine, because I'm sure that one's set to distribute. So we'll head up the back here. Yeah, there's nothing spawned out there. But my little woodworks area. I want to get a sign as well. That's something else I want to do. Is get a little sign, maybe here, placed down. I don't know what I want it to say though. Alpaca Park, maybe. Alpaca Industrial Park. How about something like that? I've seen a few out there that I might be able to use. That's why I'm thinking about it. Right, so we need 5 planks. Okay, I'm just going to probably pick up all of them. So yeah, you've got 7 there. We'll just grab the whole lot. Maybe 2 surprises. Maybe. Why 2? Oh, yeah, yours as well. Gotcha. Beams are there. I think I've got everything. Yep, cool. Yep, there we go. Yes! I think that'd be kind of cool. Alpaca Industrial Park on a sign. Just for that little woodworks area. That's all I was thinking of. But yes. Langjul? I think that's how you pronounce your name. Hi all, I am using your composter in this map. Something strange when I will fill the composter with diesel. There is no space. What did I do wrong? Is it full first of all? And also, do you have the current version of it? Because I know in update 1.8, I think it was, the diesel trigger was broken, so make sure that you get the up-to-date version. It should be working now. So that could be it. Do you have days? 7 days? No, I don't. Sim game. I don't have any mods at all for 7 days to die. Wouldn't even know what to do with them, in all honesty. Update 12 was the last one that we put out, so yeah. But yeah, it should be working. I could do a quick test in a minute when I've got this dropped off, just to check it. Well, did fix it with the last update. I'm pretty sure it was the last update. It was actually fixed because it was brought to light a few weeks ago. But yeah, if you use the mod fault switcher, just make sure that you run the sync to get the update, or go over to DashNet's Trello, and yeah, you can get it there as well. Actually, you're probably going to saw all of this. There's not much there. You're still playing an older. Ah, okay. That's probably what it is then. Yeah, I'll pop over there in just a sec. Make sure. Well, I nearly thought that was going to go over. Holy smokes! Here we go. L. slowly go through, go through, go through. And hopefully that's everything. Yep. Yep, so that's up and running, cool. Can you use F12 to reload the factory? You should be able to, T Miller. Make sure that you're in a trigger when you're doing it. Let's see. There we go. I've actually got one right there. Mine could be. Yeah, there you go. Say straight away. Obviously, one thing as well is to come into the menu and make sure that it's not full already. Obviously, if you've got anything distributing, it could potentially fill the trigger up already. So first of all, make sure that this is empty or got at least some space. If there is space, yeah, get the update and you should be good to go. There you go, tiny little bit went in, but it went in. The other problem is they're very loud, some of these composters and stuff. It's crazy. And let's come over here, which is make sure that this one's working as well. It should do. I'm guessing you're probably full. Yep, 5,000 diesel, so yeah. Definitely works. It did pop up a minute ago on the other one. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, make sure you get the updated version. And yeah, if you do have any issues, just let me know. Maybe sending me a message on Twitch or through Discord. And yeah, if anybody has any issues, message me so we can get things fixed, okay? There we go. So we're going to call it there for today. We're going to save that right there. I've got to go to the ending screen and obviously... Oh, actually, just before I do that, let's go back. Yeah, so T Miller, yeah, you can reload a factory or a placeable. What you need to do primarily is, if it's a production, find a trigger within that mod, go to F12, come down to the placeables, and right here you can actually reload that particular factory. Now if it doesn't have a trigger or anything, like a shed for example, that might be a bit more tricky, because obviously up here it may not necessarily show anything. Let's see if I can get further away from that. See right there, it will usually show up like this, but you can reload the placeables. That'd be all of the placeables right there as well, so you can bear that in mind. So yeah, if it's just that one mod, place it down, come over to a trigger, then hit the old F12 and you can reload it right there. So yeah, and it should work. But yes, there we go. With that being said, it says fail to reload that. Yeah, that you may need to then reload the actual game itself. Maybe whatever you changed didn't take effect properly. Also, one thing is make sure to save lots. Even if you do like 3 or 4 saves at a time, give it a moment and then try loading it in. Obviously, one of the big things I find with this particular save is if I do that, I can crash the game very easily. However, if I load up a new save game on this map and do the production reload, not a problem. It works. It's weird, but yes. But yeah, anyway, we are going to go right there. If practice makes perfect, and no one is perfect, why practice? Exactly. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hey, Rusty Nail, how you doing? Welcome in right at the end of the stream. Unfortunately, yeah, I do need to get off and do some stuff. So for you guys over on YouTube, I'm going to say a big, huge thank you for coming on over. Thank you very much for your chats. Much appreciated. Obviously, I will be back on Monday. Probably farming, to be honest, but until Monday, have a great weekend, and I will see you later.